Hello, good afternoon. This is David Soto talking to you, and today is my daily trade prediction video for Tuesday, December 8th, 2020. And what I will do right here is I will look at all the major forex currency pairs on various time frames, and then try to give you my analysis of what I think is going to happen within the next day or two. All right. So first of all, I just want to say that everything's kind of right now in a gridlock. Everything's in a lot of tension as the U.S. dollar is fighting to go up. Okay, if the U.S. dollar goes up, other pairs such as the euro, Great British pound, and even the Australian dollar will be dropping. Okay, so but those pairs are fighting. Those currencies are fighting to go up as well. So everything is actually fighting to go up. So it's caused a lot of gridlock in the market, right? But it's okay. If the U.S. dollar has its way and makes a rebound, then we should see like the euro and pound drop. Okay. Now, if we look right here at Euro USD, which I have on the chart here, we do see that it is in fact dropping slowly, okay, gradually. All right, if we look on this is the 1 hour chart, so it's been doing this since Monday. It's been steadily dropping. We had a spike up yesterday and then come back down. Now, if we look here on 4 hour chart, again we see that this will be dropping long term. All right, daily chart, it's going to be dropping, right? And even the weekly chart. So we know in the coming weeks, coming months, this will be dropping slowly, right? It's going to be a long process, but based on the higher time frames, we want to sell. Okay, like I said, the 1 hour chart shows a sell, so that's good. Now if we drop down to the smaller time frames, 30 minutes shows to buy. Okay, so that means probably in the next 8 to 10 hours it's going to rise back up and then eventually shoot back down. 15 minutes shows to go up as well. So we know this is going to be going up. Okay, 5 minutes shows to go up. So yes, all the smaller time frames show to go up, while the bigger time frames show to go down. So what we're going to do here, so we're going to put like a sell limit pin in order. Okay. Now we see right here there was a high point, but no red arrow. Okay, so potentially the price is going to go back up to this level and form a red arrow. Okay, I don't know. It may not. It may or may not. But that's what we're looking for. Okay. So what I want to do is I want to put a sell limit a little ways below, a few hundred points below. That way the price will go back up and activate a sell trade. Even if it goes up a little bit more, you have a slight drawdown, but eventually it's going to drop. Okay. So that's what we are looking for right here. So how we do that is just click on new order, choose pin in order, sell limit, and we're going to put this at 1.21400. Okay, not too high. And then for take profit, I put this at 1.21100. It's only going to be 300 pips in total profit. Okay, you see, this is your sell limit, this is your TP or take profit. And if you look right here, you have 300 pips in total profit. All right, so that right there is a perfect strategy. Typically I would recommend putting a sell stop pin in order below, but right now the market is kind of moving in a sideways fashion, and I do not think that it's going to be having a big drop anytime soon within the next day or two. Okay, probably the next day or two you're going to see it go up and down, moving in a sideways fashion, because everything is in a gridlock, like I said earlier. Moving on to GBP USD. Again, we see here that the price is wanting to go up already, okay, on the 1 hour chart. But if we look at the 4 hour chart, it shows to go down. The daily chart shows to go down, and the weekly chart as well. So long term this will be dropping. The 1 hour chart shows to buy, so it's slightly different than what we just saw. But what I'm thinking is this is almost identical. Okay, we have right here a resistance, and I think the price is going to go back up and form a red arrow at this point. It could go higher, but I really think that's where it's going to stop. So I want to put a sell limit just slightly below this green line, and that way we can catch the price when it reverses and drops. Okay, so I'll put a few hundred points for take profit as well, and I just go here to place a new order, choose sell limit, and I'll put this at 1.33900. Okay, I can always readjust it if I want. For take profit, put 1.33300. Okay. All right, you see there? So I get 600 pips of total profit. With these GBP pairs, they're really nice to trade because you can get a lot of pips, a lot of points out of smaller movements. Okay, so I could actually lower this slightly, but I don't want to do too much. So hopefully this will go up. Activate a sell trade. Even if it goes up a little bit more, it's okay because eventually it's going to drop. All right, moving on to Australian dollar versus US dollar. Okay, this one has a sell signal on the 1 hour. Okay, so that's kind of good. The 4 hour shows to sell, daily shows to sell, and the weekly as well. Okay, so you just saw the indicator repaint, so that's okay. So in the long term, it's going to be dropping. Okay, like I said, right now it's fighting to go down, but the market is more or less moving sideways. As you can see here, price shot up and it's going back down. If you look at the smaller time frames, okay, small 30 minutes shows to sell, which is good, and 15 minutes shows to buy. Okay, so when we drop down to a smaller time frame and we see an opposite signal such as this, okay, the smaller the time frame where we find that opposite signal, that means it's going to have a smaller travel in that direction. Okay, so on the 15-minute chart, it's going to go back up, but it's not going to be a huge gain. Okay, so what we can do is, if we see right here, there's a resistance right here. Okay, I seriously don't think it's going to go all the way back up to this red arrow. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to put a sell limit pennant order just slightly below this green line, and like I said, just a few hundred points for take profit. Okay, that way the trade will open and close the same day. If you look right here on the chart, I'm going to put 0.74. Just say 300. I can always readjust that, but take profit, I'm going to put 1.0.74. We'll make it even like that. Okay. Like I said, I'm not going for a huge take profit. That's plenty right there. I could drag this down slightly, and if I zoom out to a 1 hour chart, we see right here that, like I said, I'm looking for the price to rebound and come back up and then have a drop. Okay, possibly this price will be dropping back down to the same support. I feel very confident that it will, and it's going to take another day or two for it to drop. Okay, look at the 4 hour chart. Long term is going to be dropping. Okay, so that's good right there. I do not want to put a sell stop because I don't think we're going to have a big drop. Okay, so kind of, if I knew it was going to be dropping a lot, I would put a sell stop as well. US dollar versus Swiss franc. Okay, USD CHF. Now this one, US dollar is fighting to go up. Okay, so you see here on the 1 hour chart that it started to go up and come back down. Okay, so obviously the US dollar is very weak right now. It's going to make a rebound here eventually. If you look at the 4 hour chart, it shows to buy, daily as well. Okay, weekly chart shows to buy. So this, yes, it's going to be going up long term. It's going to take some time for this to go back up. Okay, please bear with this US dollar. Okay, it is very fragile right now, but it will be going back up. It's just going to take some time. So what do we do in this particular case? Do we buy or do we sell? Well, 30 minutes shows to buy, so I think it's definitely going to be going back up. 15 minutes shows to buy. Like I said, we're looking for an opposite signal. 5 minutes shows to buy as well. Wow. So this is really at a strong support level. All right. 1 minute shows to buy. So every signal shows to buy. Still, even still, I want to put a buy limit pennant order. Okay. And I could put a buy stop, but I think I'll just go buy limit. Okay. Now we look right here in the 1 minute chart. we have a strong support here. We have a blue arrow, then the next blue arrow is higher, and then the next blue arrow will be even higher. Okay, so it's going to have to go up, form a red arrow, and then drop back down. So, but it could drop more. We don't know. Like I said, the US dollar is very fragile right now. So what I want to do here in this particular case is I'm going to put a buy limit a little ways above this green line. Okay, just in case it drops. Okay, the buy limit never activates. It's okay. But I'm going to put this at 0.88. 850. Okay, 0.88850, and take profit at 0.88950. That's only 100 pips. Yeah. Okay. So I'm not looking for a huge gain and a huge movement. Okay. So yeah, just leave right there. To hell with. That's okay, right? So like I said, we're looking for this to go back up. Get your 100 pips, get in and get out. Okay. It might take a few hours for that to open and close, but that's okay. Moving on to US dollar, Japanese yen. Again, we see the price already starting to come back up on the 1 hour chart. The 4 hour chart shows to sell. Okay, it's been showing that for a while, and it probably will drop. I don't know, but the daily chart shows to buy, and weekly as well. Okay, so we know long term the US dollar is going to be going back up. So I would more or less, I would probably want to buy. Okay. Now let's go down to a smaller time frame and find a red arrow. 30 minutes shows to buy. 15 minutes shows to sell. Okay, now we got something. So this is probably going, like I said, it's going to drop and then rebound and come back up. So we want to buy, and we have a strong support here, and that's kind of where we're looking for this price to drop to. I don't know, but I want to put a buy limit, which is default. I'm going to put a buy limit at 104, make it 104 even, and take profit at 104.200. Okay, we need 200 pips in total profit, right? Yes, even 100 pips is good, but I said the outlook on this is bullish. Okay, it should be going up, even though the 4 hour chart shows to sell. But in the next few days, I really feel that this will be going back up. Okay, it's really difficult to say. More or less, it's going to be right in a sideways fashion like this. Okay, and if we look here, we have a high point right here. Okay, and a low point here. So I'm looking, like I said, it's probably going to go in a sideways fashion, but I'm looking for this to drop and then rebound and come back up, at least at this point, maybe higher. Okay, and in doing so, it's going to hit that take profit. Moving on to US dollar versus Canadian dollar. Okay, again, we see on the 1 hour chart it's starting to come back up. Okay, slowly and gradually it will come back up. 4 hour chart shows to buy, and the daily chart as well. Weekly chart shows to buy. So all the bigger time frames show to buy. So we know that long term this will be going up. Okay, the US dollar is definitely fighting to go up, but it's just going to take some time. Okay, like I said, the US dollar is very fragile right now. So we do want to buy. Let's go down to a smaller time frame until we see a red arrow. Okay, there we go. In the 15-minute chart, we see a red arrow. So we can expect it to drop some, okay, in the next few hours, and then rebound and come back up. So we want, again, we want to do a buy limit pennant order, which is 1.27. 800. 1.27800. I think that should be okay. And take profit at 1.28. That's only 200 pips, right? So if we look right here, it says 200 pips in total profit. I might want to bring this up a little bit. like that. Okay, hopefully this is going to drop and activate this buy trade and then shoot back up. So, and again, I do not want to put a buy stop up higher because I don't think it's going to be going up that high, okay, in the next few days. Okay, I think more or less it's going to be right in a sideways fashion. You're going to see this in the coming weeks, of course. It's going to rebound and come back up. It's just going to take a lot of time. So that concludes my daily trade prediction. So if you have any questions about these predictions or any other trade or any other currency pair, please hit me up on Facebook. There is a link below in the description of this video for my personal Facebook. Please contact me there first, okay? Also, there is a link to my private Facebook group, and you can request to join that Facebook group and post any questions or comments in my Facebook group, okay? So that way myself or other traders, we can all collaborate with you as a team, okay? That's the purpose of the group. So with that said, I hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you for tuning in, and contact me if you need any help, okay? Thank you.